Yo, yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Power Front, and today we will be interpreting the Sun Sextile Pluto. So, before we get started, I just wanted to remind everyone about the exclusive Spring Equinox collective reading on the 12th Lighthouse website. Okay, this was a really good reading. And so it's only $5.55. And honestly, I will get it now so that you can have it throughout, okay, the springtime, the next 3 months, so you can watch it over and over as things reveal themselves and you can have some assistance unpacking the energy. Okay, so here we go. The Sun, okay, ruler of Leo in the 5th house, okay, is currently, as we know, in the sign of Pisces, okay. It is Pisces season. Happy belated birthday to me. Woo. Okay. And so the sun in Pisces is currently in the 9th house, okay, ruled by Sagittarius and Jupiter. So this form of expression is through travel, philosophy, religion, higher education, all right, and also expansion, good luck, good fortune, opportunities, okay, and that's what sextiles are all about, okay, opportunities presenting themselves so that we can transform, so that we can heal and challenge ourselves, kind of get us over the hump, okay. So bam, Pluto, okay, ruler of Scorpio, planet of transformation, rebirth, renewal, death, power, okay, also paranoia, okay, it's currently in the sign of Aquarius, the rebel, the outspoken one, the unconventional one, using technology to advocate for others, okay. Currently, Pluto is at home in the 8th house. Okay, the 8th house is ruled by Pluto and therefore Scorpio as well. Okay, and so let's see. We know, like I said, the sun, okay, naturally rules the 5th house. Now, with the sextile, only fire and air signs sextile and earth and water signs sextile because of the 60 degrees, okay? And so this is all about an integration, both planets cooperating to ensure that things are being handled appropriately. The trucks was making too much noise, so I just wanted to wait until they okay, dissipated into the atmosphere. Now, usually with the sun and Pluto aspects, there is a very strong masculine, I'll call it a cloud or just like energy, just like hanging on. So during this time, if you have like a strained or difficult relationship with the men in your life, if you don't already have one, okay, just know that once it's over, everything will get back right, okay? This energy usually finds itself attempting to protect itself, okay, from the environment or rejection or feelings of inferiority. Like if it's not perfect, we can't even go there. It's like having like a high level of expectation put on you, or you kind of self-sabotage because you're afraid of being more successful than a male counterpart. Okay, whether that be father, uncle, brother, husband, okay, even if you are a male, okay, it's almost like You're dimming your own light because you don't want the repercussions from father, uncle, brother, okay, or maybe even your son if you have one, okay? So we are going to get all the way into this energy. And so let me clear the board. This aspect will peak on Thursday, March 21st at 4:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this is also an opening sextile, so Gemini, okay, is going to describe how these two are going to come together to get the job done. So basically, they're going to be learning about each other's needs and allowing an opportunity for each planet to have their needs met. Okay, and how they are going to individually have their own needs met is determined by the sign that each planet is in. Now, the sun might start creatively expressing itself, okay, spiritually or through music or some type of art form, maybe movies, or watching a movie. Okay, you might get some insight there. Pluto, okay, is going to essentially buck the system, okay, doing some things differently, which is great for Pluto, okay, and being in the 8th house where it rules, okay, is where we are going to find, okay, time to invest in ourselves, okay. And then for the sun in the 9th house, it's all about, like I said, spirituality, morals, ethics, okay? And so usually these two planets together in aspect kind of find themselves in almost like a moral dilemma, okay? And so they are challenged, or we are challenged to understand that we are not the cause of anything. We are not responsible for how the world manifests its wants, needs, and desires. It's not our fault that there's a war going on outside. It is out of our control. And the only thing that we can control is our own environment. Okay? And during this time, if you find that your relationships with men or other males, okay, seems to be a bit compromised or wonky, this is the reason. So just, okay, let things fade out before you try to go all in. Let's see what the sun is talking about here. Self-confidence, self-awareness. And there is a level of retreat here in order, for some protection. Okay. Sun, okay. 8 of Wands. Okay. We're moving fast. We're thinking fast. We are fixated on ourselves. That's all we can focus on. Just having fun, trying to be creative, trying to just live, okay, and be alive, just enjoying ourselves. I like this. This is a good start. Okay. Good start, son. Good start. Good start, Leo. Okay. We have to be very careful during this energy not to be manipulative, okay? Especially with this Pisces energy, and this Pluto energy, okay? We can fall victim to manipulation, and that is not good. I didn't mean to put the other two cards back, but I did, I guess. Okay, Sun in Pisces. Let's see. 4 of Swords. Rest. Petrification. Death. Sleep is the cousin of death. Okay? And let's not forget that. Let us not ever forget. Okay? Trying to make it look. Y'all know how I get. Just excuse me. Okay. Sometimes the best fun and the best creativity can be had in your own house, in your own place of safety, a place of retreat. Okay? Relax. Sometimes we are moving too fast, trying to get things done, trying to appease others. Okay? And a lot of this energy can become self-sabotaging because you don't want we're dealing with the sun here, male energy, okay? That goes father, brother, son, uncle, okay? Husband, any male in your life. It's kind of like you dim your light because you don't want them to reject you. You want to still feel accepted. You want to be liked. You want to be not envied, but you want to be in the mix. You want to feel appreciated. And so sometimes we get right on the precipice of success and we throw it all away. We kill it all off because we don't want that person's feelings to be hurt. And that is essentially Pluto burning everything down to the ground, burning the ashes, because you do understand that you have a power, but sometimes power can be overwhelming and you don't want to make other people feel inferior because you have this great ability to manifest. You have this successful business acumen. You have the skills and goals and wherewithal to manage money. Okay? And so if you're setting yourself up to make a certain amount of money, but the men or other masculine energies in your life, okay, don't make a certain amount of money, you might kind of shoot yourself in the foot because you don't want, oh, well, you big time now, you make all this money and blah, 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 blah. You forgot about us and you don't want to hear that. And so you turn your back on opportunities that you have been creating your entire life. Okay? And so luckily this sextile, you're going to learn how to balance the shadow and the light in this particular aspect. Things are going to be integrated. Cooperation is necessary for harmony, requiring the sun to have empathy for Pluto. Okay? You would think that is the other way around, but Pluto is actually what we might call as the wounded healer. Okay? Pluto is all about death, but it's also about healing. Okay? And so Pluto learns from his own hurt, okay, to be cast out of the almost not the solar system, but to no longer be considered a planet. When your whole identity, okay, was based on being a planet. And when someone takes your identity away from you, you feel like you have nothing. You have no control. Okay, so you have to be reborn as a dwarf planet and reconfigure your identity. What do you think about that, Pluto? Hierophant. Hierophysi. Okay. And the Hierophant is good. The Hierophant is the wise teacher, okay? Talking about marriage, coming together, blending of the light and the dark. This is literally the sun and darkness, okay? Pluto, ruler of the deaths. But the sun is shining light on the darkness, on the parts of yourself that you have rejected and not yet accepted because you want to be so well liked, okay? You must always be comfortable, okay, in who you are as a person. Your own self-worth, your own value as a person, not what you can physically bring to the table, but also mentally, what your intelligence can do for others, your mind, okay? That is where the air comes in. You want to also be appreciated not for just the money and the financial stability and security you provide, but for the mental stimulation, okay? The intellect. You want to be admired for your mind, having your own thoughts, your own individual personality, and just who you are as a whole person, okay? And this is going to be for the Aquarian energy. Yes, the weight of the world at one point in time felt like it was on your shoulders, but you dropped those 10 wands and you threw 8 in the air. And if we get like a 2 of wands situation at some point, then that's what it is. 8 from 10, which is 2. Okay, we already kind of got the 2. Look at these 2 pillars here. The 2 things that you value most in a person or in yourself, okay? Oh, what are 2 things that you don't like about yourself? Because guess what? What you don't like about yourself, you are projecting that onto others. You attract those type of people into your life only to essentially hate on them for having those qualities. Subconsciously, you might say, I ain't hating on nobody, but it's somebody. Even if you do like the person overall, it might be 1 or 2 things about them that you don't like. And you don't like it because you yourself, okay, have trouble you yourself have trouble displaying said behavior or attitude or point of view. You want what they have. And this is the sextile teaching us, showing us in Gemini form, okay, how these 2 planets are going to go about getting their needs met. Y'all, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. Gemini. And then we get Gemini. Working together, the twins have popped out and shown themselves. Okay, I told you, masculine and feminine gonna have to come together. Stop being so passive to make someone else feel comfortable. Shake things up by being yourself. And if they accept you, awesome. And if they don't, it's their loss. Okay? Stop dimming your light and living in the shadows because you find it to be a safe space. Sometimes we do live in other people's shadows, and do with that phrase what you will. We live in other people's shadows because it is easier to live there than dwell in the light. They're living in someone else's shadow stops you from even seeing your own. It's like darkness on darkness. Okay? And so if you're living in their shadow, you don't even have time to review, reflect, or even think about your own shadows. But guess what? Pluto gonna get to the bottom of it. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Pluto's gonna get to the bottom of that. Let's go back to 9th house. Sag, what you got for me, 9th house? What we doing? Bam. Knight of Swords. Now, how are we gonna put this? Can y'all see that? Yeah, you can. If I move these up, you can. Bam, bam, bam. Move you up. And technically, I can just put you there. Move you all up. And bam. Okay. Knight of Swords, message, information. You have learned something. You have learned something. A new language, probably how to communicate, okay, with the energy who's basically like, you can tell this energy, this person, like, I got to get out of your shadow. I can't live for you anymore. I've been living my whole life based off of your wants and needs, and it is time for me to step into my own light. You have gained clarity, okay, through this sextile. We are no longer, okay, holding back. We are moving forward swiftly. We got places to go. We are more optimistic. We have so much more enthusiasm and self-love right now, okay? Speaking a whole new language of healing and integration, an expanded, okay, idea as to how you want to continue living your life. Cutting the fat. All right, 8th house Scorpio, Pluto, what you got? Taboos just came to mind, so let's see. Bam, death. Ooh! Yeah, Pluto, death. This is Pluto. This is Pluto. No, this is Scorpio in the major arcana. This is Scorpio. And yeah, it came out in the reversal. I'm going to just do the reversal. But we got... Sorry. This also means death, but in like a very light way. That's why I said sleep. Sleep is the cousin of death. Okay? Sleep is the cousin of death. Both Pisces and Scorpio are water signs. Very emotional. Okay? So here, the thing is, death is taboo. Ending things is taboo. But it's springtime, and it is really time for rebirth and uplifting and awakening. Okay? Frankie moving my table. And so, this thing looked crooked to me, but I guess it's straight to y'all, but okay. So what this is telling me, because there's a lot of repeating patterns. Okay, so Pluto and the Sun are willing to help each other. They're willing to compromise in order to get the job done, because you have the aptitude, okay, you have the ability, you have the skill, you have the tools, you have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, but now we have to apply it. We have to apply what you have learned, okay? It's not going to be some miracle situation. So just because it's not this big, mind-blowing, head-boggling explosion of clarity doesn't mean that what you learned is inadequate or not important. Okay? People in the world of spirituality, tarot, occult, esoteric, whatever you want to call it, they always want to dramatize, okay, things, make it seem like it's bigger, okay, and bold and brash and wow, this is going to be great, this is what it is. But no, it's not always going to be like that. There's going to be a lot of low level stuff that you are going to be feeling, okay? This is low level, okay? Minor arcana, minor. Okay, but then you have a court card. Okay, so we're getting some prestige. We're getting the ball rolling. And then boom, 5, 6, 13. Do you hear me? This is 11. This is 11. Okay, 11, 13. This is 4. IVVI. Lots V. 5. Change. V here, V here, V, V, X, X, unknown, the unknown. V is victory in the supreme alphabet. We ain't, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? So, the sun, you were likely aspiring to live the way that someone else wanted you to. Then you had some type of spiritual like awakening. Your morals changed, your ideals, okay, have changed, and you were kind of afraid to express that because you didn't want to be disowned by your family and friends or your community, okay? But you realize that this is a chance for you to stop carrying the weight of others, get out of their shadow and create your own life, create your own belief system. That means your old belief system had to die away. You had to burn it down to the ground so that you can rebuild, invest in your spirit, okay? You want to be appreciated for not only what you bring to the table financially, okay, but what you bring to the table intellectually, okay? All of this is being brought together by learning what others need and require from you, which is different than what you need and require from yourself, okay? What people require and need from you is not what you need and require from yourself. We're not worried about their expectations. Your expectations should always be at the forefront. What you want and need should always be at the forefront. Okay? We're no longer being passive. We are taking back our own power, okay? And not being overwhelmed by our power. And channeling that said power into our inspiration, our fire, our life force, prana energy, your motivation to keep going and be yourself in this world. I hope you all enjoy that. I enjoyed giving it to you. I apologize for Frankie's bark and his subsequent snoring. Okay? He just got home this morning. We were out of town. Well, I was out of town for my birthday. And so, like I said before, don't forget the exclusive collective spring equinox reading. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.